Hey everyone, we're continuing our walkthrough now of SpongeBob Squarepants Battle for Bikini Bottom 15-minute version. This is part 52 of our SpongeBob Squarepants Battle for Bikini Bottom 15-minute version walkthrough. And the reason why I'm laughing is because, like I told you when we had in parts 49 and 50, it's the same objective here because we have 52 spatulas in this case. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to tell you in the last video, when we collected that spatula, we're now 13/25ths done with the game. And I wasn't able to explain what I was going to say. I was going to say my ending lines in the last video, so I'll tell you what I was going to say now. So I was going to say, so yeah, that'll end it for part 51, and I'll see you guys in part 52. But because my camera reached 14:55 when I didn't realize it, we had to stop the video after getting the spatula, named Down in the Swamp, which you could tell is here. So that could prove to you, like I said, that this is part 52 of our SpongeBob Squarepants Battle for Bikini Bottom 15-minute version walkthrough. So, in the last part, we continued on with the kelp forest, and we switched between SpongeBob and Patrick doing the kelp forest and the kelp swamp, but the only reason why we had to use SpongeBob is to cruise bubble the button that will give us an easier advantage to do the tiki that you need to get when, like, right by the teleport box on the opposite side. So, and we also opened a couple spatulas too, and we got one of them. And it's kind of funny because did you notice the amount of time for the for this spatula's gate being opened? You could tell spatula wise it's the switch around number of that. Can you visualize that? Now remember, like I said in the last video, the amount of time I get usually on that is 20 seconds. So you could tell where, and we also found a camper too. And I told you, camper-wise, we're 2/3 done for the place. And remember, like I said, spatula-wise, we're, it's 13/25ths done with the game, spatula-wise. And sock-wise, we're 17/20ths done. So yeah, we'll continue now. And see, the spatula's gate is opened. Do you see that? So now, if there is a shortcut, we're going to use the freezy fruit, but go this way, because I'm going to explore something. Huh, it doesn't look like there was. Because I thought behind here, do you see where I'm about to be dying pretty much? I thought behind in there, we'd be able to find a shorter way to get up to the top. So now you can tell we have a checkpoint right by the camper. Now see, I'm talking about this tiki with this teleport box over here. Because do you see the bouncy leaf I'm jumping on? That leaf came up when we used SpongeBob to push the button with his cruise bubble. Remember that? So now we'll continue on with this. Now do you see where this G-Love is all the way over there? I thought that was the shortcut to where, I thought that was that goose shortcut when we were doing the spatula named Down in the Swamp. Do you see why? Now see, the clam is actually right here, so we can't pay for it just yet. Because see, we're just a little below 1,000 to getting it. So now we have to Let's use a Thunder Tiki instead to get this Sleepy Time robot. And now you can tell we found another camper. And I'm getting a value of 7 shiny objects and destroying this. And see, you could tell there's a clam right in front of me of 2,600 shiny objects we need to pay because of this gate. Do you see that? So that's why we can't pay for it yet. We have to make sure our thousands and hundreds numbered together are 26. So we'll come up here. Not only because of shiny objects, but also because there's a sock over here too. Now see, right here is our checkpoint, which is good. Now see, when we got that super combo, we're now above 22,000 shiny objects. So from here, you could tell it's not far away, shiny objects wise, because we have to just get from here 552 to getting this method to work, clam wise. Now see, right here is the button we pushed with SpongeBob's cruise bubble. Do you see it already activated? So now you could tell, A, there's a Buzzbot, B, there's a G-Love, which you could tell I just got an Ultra Combo from. C, there's a red shiny object, and D, there's a sock right here. And it's kind of funny, because do you see the number of socks we have? The number in the tens is the upside down number of the number in the ones. And which can also prove to you that the number in the ones is upside down of the number of the tens. Because can you visualize that with a 6 and a 9? Because that's the number we're at right now, sock-wise. And you see, when you go on this bouncy leave, it'll lead you back to here. And this dying is pretty much going to happen for quite a bit. It depends on when we reach either exactly or above 26 in the hundreds and tens. I don't think very many from here. Because of this G-Love, it gives us more. So I think after this one, it depends. Let me see, what does a G-Love give us? 40? Okay. So I think we have to die one more time. Because we have to make sure that... Now see, after we destroy the G-Love here, we will have enough in order for this method to work. So now we can pay for this gate that is 2,600 shiny objects because of this clam. And also, you see, when we feed this clam, you'll see the gate will open, and also a bungee hook comes down, which is pretty cool. So now you can tell from opening this gate, we got a checkpoint. And now you see there's an ARF we'll deal with in just a second, or in just a couple minutes. Now, we have to use a throw fruit on the ARF like so. And then, we're gonna eventually come over there, because do you see where the hammer is? Right next to the platform to the right of where the ARF is right now? that's the way to go to find another sock here. So the reason why it came down here is because of shiny objects. And I'll get this jellyfish. Ooh, I almost died there. Oh, so I think this is actually a perfect place to stop, because I just realized my camera is at low battery. So after we destroy this ARF, get this hammer and make it die and get a few shiny objects. We'll stop here. So yeah, most likely in this video we didn't pretty much do a lot. We found we continued on with the kelp forest, because you know right now we're in the kelp swamp, and we found another camper and I think another sock, and we're continuing on to getting the first tiki of the three for the highest tiki of the three for this tiki roundup spatula. So yeah, we'll continue with that in the next video, but I would have continued, but because I realized my camera's at low battery, I have to change them really quick. So that'll wrap it up for this part. So yeah, that'll wrap it up for the spatula number part 52, and I'll see you guys in part 53.